welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing the mid-year book freak out tag, which I absolutely love. This tag always just kind of like makes you take stock of your reading. It's 6 months since the beginning of the year. We have another 6 months left to go, and I will be honest and tell you that most of the time when I do this tag, I am freaking out, actually freaking out, because I'm not anywhere near close to my goals. And usually in December, I'm just like reading as much as I possibly can to fulfill my Goodreads goal. But to be honest with you, this year I am way ahead, and I'm probably going to double my goal because I've been listening to tons of audiobooks, which always helps, but I've just been making more of an effort to actually read as well. So I do a mixture of physical reading and audiobooks. I probably listen to more audiobooks because I listen to them when I'm putting my babies to bed. I listen to them when I'm cleaning my house, whenever I'm driving anywhere, when I take my kids and my dog for a walk. Basically, I'm always listening to audiobooks, so I get through quite a few of them. But I'm really, really excited to do this tag. I love doing it, just kind of taking stock of how things are sitting right now as the year is halfway over, which is also crazy. But I have no idea where this tag originated. It has been around for a long time. I'm honestly not too sure who to credit for it originally. If I can find that out, I will link them in their channel in the description box below, or if you know, comment down below and I'll pin your comment. But let's just get into it. So the first question is, what is the best book you have read so far in 2022? Okay. Honestly, you guys, I really, like, this is such a hard question for me right now because I feel it is really, really tied. And that being V.E. Schwab's The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue and Stephen Chbosky's Imaginary Friend. These books are so totally different from each other. It's just really, really hard to choose between the two of them. Guys, my battery died, so I'm sorry if the angle changed or anything like that. But as I was saying, these books are so different. I guess if I had to choose, it would probably be Imaginary Friend. And I mean, that could change by the end of the year. I'm not too sure. If I had to say right now which one, it's probably this one. Imaginary Friend was really surprising to me. I didn't think I would like it as much as I did. It was very daunting to me because it's quite large, but I just flew through it and I really enjoyed it, and it was really well written and it kept my attention. And basically it follows a little boy named Christopher, and basically he and his mother are fleeing. She was in a very abusive relationship and she is taking her son and fleeing it. They move to this small town and Christopher ends up going missing for a week. He goes into these woods and he's gone for a week, and then he comes back out, but he has completely changed. He is completely different. He is almost showing like he's better than he was before. Like, he was having trouble before he went missing. He was having trouble reading. He couldn't read very well. He had dyslexia. It vanishes, and all of a sudden he starts getting straight A's without even putting in any effort, and he can just, everything he can do better and stronger, and he just is almost superhuman. But this is coming with huge costs, and we find out throughout the book, like, this book takes us, it's a thriller, but it's spooky. There's a spooky element to it. It's also like talking about multi-dimensions and different parallel timelines, and I just loved it so much. Also, I don't think this is supposed to be set in the 80s, but it really gave me the vibe like that it was set in the 80s. I think it's supposed to be set in our current time, but I like this, to me, I read it as though it was set in the 80s, and I really liked that about it as well, even though it wasn't supposed to be giving me that vibe. Just, I guess, the writing style I really liked as well. So yeah, I'm gonna have to probably go ahead and say this one is my favorite, but with a very, very, very close runner-up being The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. So the next question is, what is the best sequel you've read so far in 2021? And I haven't really read a lot of sequels. Really, the only sequels that I have read have been in Cozy Mystery Series, which I typically, like, I've been really liking Cozy Mystery Series lately, but I kind of like all the books the same. Like, they're all are, like, if I find a good series that I'm into that I like, Typically the books all range around a 4-star for me. You know, like some will be a 3, some will be a 5, but mostly on average they're about a 4. So I can't even really answer this because I'm pretty sure that that's the only sequels that I have read have been in cozy mysteries, and there's not one that particularly stands out to me. I just typically like all of the books in all the series. They all have similar ratings, if that makes sense. A new release that you haven't read yet but want to, that is going to go to The Night Shift by Alex Finlay. So this book takes place, or part of it takes place, New Year's Eve 1999, where they're talking about Y2K. And basically at a Blockbuster there is a murder, or murders, I think. Blockbuster Video in Linden, New Jersey, 4 teenage girls working the night shift are attacked. Only one survives. Police quickly identify a suspect who flees and is never seen again. 15 years later, in the same town, 4 teenage employees working late at an ice cream store are attacked. And again, only one makes it out alive. In the aftermath, 3 lives intersect: the survivor of the Blockbuster massacre who's forced to relive her tragedy, the brother of the original suspect who's convinced the police have it wrong, and the FBI agent who's determined to solve both cases. So this one, I typically don't like books that are from the perspective of police trying to solve crimes, but I'm hoping that all of this kind of works together, that it'll be okay. That part of the story will be okay, because I love the idea of it being set in the 90s. I love the idea of it having a setting of the Blockbuster, like all that old stuff from my childhood. I love that in books. So I'm hoping that that all kind of works together and I can kind of look past the FBI agent thing. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that one, and I have not read it yet. What is the most anticipated release for the second half of the year? So I'm going to go with the follow-up to this one. This is Once Upon a Broken Heart, and the follow-up book to it by Stephanie Garber is The Ballad of Never After. And this is in the spin-off series from Caraval. So this is following Jax, and our new character, I think her name is Eva Evangeline Fox. So this is going to be a trilogy that follows her and Jax. And I've read the first one, so I'm looking forward to the next one coming out very, very soon. What was the biggest disappointment? This one was a surprise that this one was a disappointment to me. But that was the new Mitch Albom book, which really surprises me. Stranger in the Lifeboat. I gave this one a 3, but normally I give Mitch Albom books like 5s. Almost all of them are 5s, maybe 4s sometimes, but for the most part, every book that he comes out. This is an author that I pick up without even looking at the synopsis. I just know I'm going to love it. I love all of his work, and so I pick up every single thing that he puts out without a second thought. I pre-order anything that I find out, but this one just kind of fell a little flat for me, and I was really surprised by that. Like, I get what he's trying to do, but basically it's about these strangers that they're on this yacht. The yacht sinks, and there's a handful of survivors that are left in this boat, in this lifeboat, and essentially they're all getting picked off one by one, and one of them claims to be Jesus, or claims to be God. And while they're praying and just wanting to get themselves out of this situation, this person who is saying that they're God is not doing anything. It's just really, I don't know. It really fell flat for me, unfortunately. And that was definitely my biggest surprise in a bad way. Well, which leads into the next question. What was your biggest surprise? That was definitely my biggest surprise, because I just assumed that I was going to love that one. But I didn't. I would say probably also Imaginary Friend was a big surprise to me as well. I did not expect to love this as much as I did. Not even close. The next question is, what is a book that made you happy? You know what? Honestly, I'm just going to go ahead and say the books that made me the happiest so far this year are the Cozy Mystery series that I've been reading. And if you haven't seen it, I did a video that I'll link somewhere in one of the iCards here. But I did a video recommending the best Cozy Mystery series, and please go check those out. If you have any interest in Cozy Mysteries, go check those out, because those make me happy. Like, they're murder mysteries, but also they give you a cozy vibe, and they do like make you happy. Like, and those are the books that have made me the happiest. There's not a single one that I can pick out. Just probably all of the cozy mystery series that I've read this year and really liked. Favorite new author, debut or new to you? Oh, that's a hard one. I don't really know that I have one, to be honest. Like, I really loved The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, so I could say V.E. Schwab, but that's the only book of hers that I've read. Same thing with this one, right? Like, I've never read Stephen Chbosky before. He only has one other book, which is Perks of Being a Wallflower, which I don't think is in the same genre. I don't think so. And I don't even know if I'd be interested in reading that one or not. It's really hard for me to say that I have a new favorite author when I've only read one of their books. So I can't even say that I have a new favorite author so far. To me, I have to have read a few of your books and enjoyed everything that I've read to call you a favorite author. I mean, I don't have to enjoy every single book, but, you know, more than just one. A book that made you... Oh, I missed one. I did the book that made you happy way earlier than I was supposed to. I missed like 2 questions. Newest favorite character. I would probably say my newest favorite character would be Miss Frost from the Cozy Mysteries of Miss Frost. So it's like from... The series is called Nocturne Falls, a Nocturne Falls mystery. And once again, it's in the Cozy Mystery book recommendations that I did a few videos ago. But yeah, probably Miss Frost is my favorite character. She's really quirky, she's fun, she's an elf. She is the daughter of Jack Frost and the niece of Santa Claus. And she moves to Nocturne Falls, which is a Halloween town, and there's all sorts of like crazy mysteries that start going on there that she starts solving, and she's really funny and she's relatable, and she's a really fun character. So probably her. Book that made you cry. I definitely cried in Addie LaRue. I cried in The Lost Apothecary by Sarah Penner. That's also another really good book. Yeah, probably those two I definitely cried in. I'm trying to just look at my... try to look at my Goodreads and see if there's anything else. I don't think so. I think those are the two that I would say made me cry. Most beautiful book you've bought this year. This is going to be a tough one because I just filmed a book haul for you guys. And there was a lot of really pretty books in there. I mentioned several times in the book haul how pretty most of these books are. I don't know, you guys, maybe this one, Lost in the Neverwoods by Aidan Thomas. I have so many that I could show for this, but it's in my upcoming haul, so I don't want to spoil that too much. But this one is really, really pretty. I've got a lot of really pretty books this year. And the last question is, what books do you need to read by the end of the year? I can tell you how many I need to read. So my goal was to read 56 books, and I'm already at 46. So I only have 10 more that I need to read. As far as what those books are, I don't know. I'm more of a feeling reader, so I will put out TBRs from time to time, but a lot of time I really have to be in the mood for something. And I really enjoy finishing a book and then going and picking up what I'm going to read next. But I don't have a specific set of TBR that I need to finish by the end of the year, just whatever. I have to read 10 books by the end of the year. I will obviously way surpass that. By the end of the month, I will probably be at my goal. So I'm going to actually probably end up changing my goal to be 100 because I'm going to be able to do that much if I keep up this pace anyways. But yeah, so I'm really excited this year that I'm actually like really getting into reading this year, which is awesome. Anyways, you guys, that was my mid-year freakout tag. Let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts on my tag were. If you are a booktuber and you have done this tag as well, leave your links in my comment section because I would love to check out your videos as well. Yeah, I hope you guys are having an awesome day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!